In here, and today I want to show you the new Felicity Jane Henley kit. And as you can see, I already took everything out of my package so I can show you. And I thought we would start with the papers. So there are, and I will show you the back side at the same time. So this is paper number 1, the floral and chevron paper, and I absolutely love the contrast between those flowers and this bold black and paper. And here you can see that they are a bit more like pastel, right? I don't know. Softer colors, let's put it like this. And those yeah, twigs or leaves. And I always love the... And then we have the retro and dots with this aqua turquoise paper. And the spots and sketch paper. So as you can see, we always have the front side is a colored pattern and the back side is a black and white pattern. And that's what I love about the kits, because especially the black and white patterns are so versatile that you can use them with any kit, any papers from your stash. You can always mix them in, which is great, I think. And the last patterned paper is the fountain and dotty stripe. So a very soft pink and the black and white paper. And then we have 2 solid colors, but or no, 2 papers with solid colors, but 4 in total. So 4 colors in total. So this is the front side, this is the back side. And the other one we have the light blue and this yeah, dark turquoise color that fits the rest of the pattern papers really well. So let's see. So again, just to make sure that this is clear, so I have I have 2 of each papers, so you will have 1 of each in your kit. I think this is a really nice kit. It's very, although we have these darker colors here, it's also perfect for spring with the soft pink and this red. So I think it's a really versatile kit. So let's move on to the embellishments and the rest of the kit. So we have gold foil puffy alpha stickers, and they are really shiny gold. Very nice. And I like that these are lowercase, this is lowercase alphabet. So as you can see, you get lots of A's and E's and so on. And also lots of numbers, which I think is especially great for yeah, project lifers and or any projects that where you want to add a date, for example. Then we have, I think probably my favorite part of the kit are these epoxy dots in the colors of the kit. So 5 different colors, and I think there are 18 of each, so 90 pieces of epoxy dots in here, which I think is great. And they are a bit, they are not like matte, they are a bit, yeah. Ooh. Hello, camera. So yeah, I really love especially this mint green, for example. I think these are probably my favorite part of the kit. Or maybe the papers. Or the stamp, I don't know. And then we have washi stickers. There are 27 pieces in here. So you get 2 sheets of washi stickers with different stickers on each sheet. So you have these roses that from the pattern papers, and what's great about washi stickers, of course, is that they will be, don't want to rip it. Get off. Okay. So they will the gold foils on the hearts, for example, or here the polka dot circles, or the strip here. So these are with gold foil too, to match the alpha stickers. Then we have, okay, maybe this is my second favorite part of the kit, because I love the white pom-pom trim from, I think it was the Felicity kit from a long time ago. And now we have this mini pom-pom trim in this, yeah, kind of peachy, corally color. So I know that I will definitely use this up to its last bit. And then we have those gold sequins in different sizes. And they are, see. Let's get you a little bit closer so you can see. And they are, I don't know how you would say it, maybe embossed or something. So they have these lines here on the edges. So they are not like regular gold cup sequins, but really cool. Like a bit like a sunburst or something. So you get this little container here with the sequins, and then let's move you back a little bit. And then this is really nice. First of all, of course, it's super cute. And what I like is, so in here are the wood veneer pieces. So they are extra safe because they are in here, so they don't arrive broken. Which, you know, sometimes the way packages are handled by the delivery companies, things like this could happen, so it's nice that they are protected. So yeah, you get these wood veneer shapes, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 shapes with phrases that fit the rest of the kit. And then, of course, the move this to the side. The ephemera or die cut shapes. In here are 34 pieces. So let's have a look. So on the back of each of the die cut shapes you can see what's inside. And again we have a nice mix of labels, which I always love to use. I think I always use them up in each kit. And then we have those heart circles in different colors. And some labels with phrases on them. So this one says favorite, so cool, my style, awesome, documented, simple life. I love the font of these. They are really, really nice. So I know we'll use this one for a title on a layout. And then we have those twigs or leaves that are also in one of the papers. And of course the beautiful roses from the first paper in red, this mustardy yellow, and this aqua color. Then of some frames. And this one, this little ticket stub looking piece that says month, day, year. Short-haired girl in a while, or maybe ever, I'm not sure. Not sure why my camera doesn't want to focus, but anyway. So yeah, that's the die cut shapes. I think my favorite pieces are definitely these two. And then we have two more pieces, or two more parts of the kit that I want to show you. So the journaling card and this ombre striped one. This one says living right out loud. This one would be great to kind of add, for example, a list in here on those white parts. One more with the roses, black and white, follow your heart. Then this one with the dots and these. So these are the 16 journaling cards, oh no, sorry, 12 journaling cards that come in the kit. And as I said, they have the grid design or the dotted grid design on the back. And then the last part of the kit is the stamp set. As always, there's a stamp set included, but this time is a bit different because we have this beautiful layered rose stamp. So you can, as you can see, it's the rose from the pattern papers. And I thought I would show you what this looks like. So as you can see, I haven't used it yet. I will use it for the first time now. But maybe to show you, I'm not sure, some of you might have worked with layered stamps already and some maybe haven't, so you are not really sure what how this works or what it should look like. So I will show you. Okay, so for whatever reason my camera just cut out, or cut out somewhere, and I didn't notice, so I'm not sure how much you saw, and that's why I... So what I'm going to do is, I have my Mini Misty here, so a stamping tool to line up the stamps exactly, but as I said, you don't need a stamping tool to use a stamp like this. You can use regular acrylic blocks, that would work just as well. Maybe needs a bit more practice because you have to find how to line up the stamps, but it's also possible. So don't worry if you don't own a stamping tool. So what I will do is, I will start with the flower, and so there are some people that start with the most detailed stamp, but that doesn't work for me, so I always start with the solid image. And so I will take the solid flower first, just put it on my paper, and I have my stamp. So I already picked some colors that I think would work well for the layering. And if you've never done any layered stamps, my word of advice would be that, especially for things like flowers, for example, use different tones of the same color, more or less. So don't use, for example, a yellow, a pink and red. That could work for some stamps, but in general it's better to have like a very light pink, for example, a mid-tone pink and a dark pink, or with any other color there is. So yeah, I have these 3 different tones of and if I didn't ink a certain part perfectly, that's okay. I can just go back. So now I have my perfect stamped solid stamp, and I will just... So I'm usually just too lazy to clean my stamps. I just stamp them off a few times and that's it. And then I will take the second stamp, and they are already lined up on this sheet the way you would line them up. Know that I will need to put the detailed stamp exactly the same way. And as I said, if you've never worked with layered stamps, it needs a bit of practice, but my advice would be look for something that helps you to line up the stamps. So for example here, so as you can see, I now have this, hello, I have this light red solid flower and then the details in a darker red. I could go over, or I will go over with another layer to make it a bit darker, but whatever you like. So now it's even darker. And then I will use the third stem. And again, I know what way to line it up. So as you can see, I now have, hello. Yeah, I now have my, again, I will take the outline leaf and as you can see, so you have this here, this indentation, is that how you say it? I'm not sure. And then you have this part of the leaves that goes a bit further down. That's where you will line up your leaves. So they fit right in here. And now I have my, I hope I wasn't focused, detailed stem for the leaves and the flower, again with Versamark, and then just add embossing powder, for example. Or you could only use the solid image and create an abstract background with that. Or yeah, there are of course many more possibilities for a color scheme you can use and so on. So yeah, this is just an idea for how to use them, or maybe like a bit closer to, we'll show you my project soon. Hope you have a great day and see you again soon. Bye!